When it comes to having a pet, a few things instantly come to mind, one of which is potty training. Now, most of the time, we want our dogs to learn to go to the bathroom outside, but what if due to circumstances, the dog may need to go inside? Let me give you an example. Recently, my parents' oldest dog started having accidents inside the house simply because of her advanced age. Little Roxy could no longer hold it when she had to go. Being a dog trainer, I wanted to help them the best way possible. My first thought was for them to teach her how to go on a potty pad. The one problem with this was the constant cleanup and the smell. Then I considered a doggy door, but since they live next to a forest preserve, the risk of coyotes is too great to allow her to come and go outside as she pleases. I also thought about fake grass, but again, the smell and cleanup still became an issue. Long story short, I came across an incredible product that literally does everything my parents and little Roxy needs. It's called BrilliantPad. It eliminates odors, requires minimal maintenance. We're talking hands off for weeks. It has superior absorption and it's very sanitary. The first thing that struck me was the need to train Roxy to use the BrilliantPad. So I put together a training plan and I sent my parents a BrilliantPad unit. Long story short, they loved the product and said it was a game changer. There are many other reasons why someone may want to train their dogs to use a BrilliantPad. For example, let's say you live in a high-rise apartment, or maybe some of you don't have a yard, or you work long hours and you don't want your dog to have to hold it. Of course, there's many other reasons, and if you fall into this category, you've come to the right place. In today's video, I'll teach you how to train your dog to use the BrilliantPad. Before we begin, let's set up the BrilliantPad. It comes neatly packaged, it's user-friendly and very easy to assemble. The unit comes out in one piece, including 3 spray bottles, Go Here, which is a scent that will encourage your dog to go potty, Tidy Shot for odor and stain remover, and No Bitter repellent that discourages unwanted chewing. During the training process, I used the Go Here spray and it worked perfectly. There's a scannable QR code for the step-by-step instructions, and the unit only takes about 2 minutes to set up. Now that we're done with that, let's get ready to start training. First, we want to develop our communication channels. These are known as markers or condition reinforcers. It's a word or a sound, such as a clicker, and they are most commonly called markers because that signifies that we are marking a moment in time when our dogs are right or wrong. Now, some call this step loading the markers, while others call it engagement training. In this step, you're rewarding your dog for focusing their attention on you. So during this exercise, you're teaching your dogs 2 things. You're teaching them the communication channels, the markers, and you're teaching them that it's a good thing to look at you. Remember, the more engagement that we get from our dogs, the faster they'll learn. We'll be teaching our dogs 2 markers that signal positive reinforcement. The first marker predicts and guarantees a reward, such as a treat. I'll be using the word yes, while the second marker guarantees and predicts release and reward. I'll be using the word free. The only time we're going to use the first marker, that's going to be my yes, is when we're working on the stay. In all the other situations, we'll be using the second marker, which is the free. Later in the video, we'll also teach our dogs a marker that predicts negative reinforcement, which, by the way, is not a correction or a punishment. Allow me to quickly break down this exercise. First, you want to get your dog's attention. Once your dog is looking at you, you're going to use your first marker. It could be your voice or a clicker. Then you're going to deliver the reward. Keep in mind, and this is very important, the marker sound must come before you move to deliver the reward. If you say your marker while you're giving your dog the reward, your dog will never become conditioned to the sound. Once your dog eats the treat and looks back at you, you're going to use your second marker, followed by moving away from your dog, encouraging them to come to you to get the reward. This will help teach them to understand the concept of release and reward. I would recommend doing this step twice a day for about 3 days. However, after that's completed in your dog's condition before every training session, I would recommend spending 15 to 30 seconds or so on engagement training. This will increase your dog's motivation, which in turn will help your dog learn much faster.
Good boy, very good. Yes, excellent. That's my little man. Free. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yes, very good. Free. Very good. Way to go, Bandit. Way to go, buddy. Yes. Excellent. Nice work. Free. Whoop. Back this way. Nice. Yes. Very good. Free. Very good. Nice. Yes. Way to go. Free. Very good.
The next step is to teach our dogs the concept of luring. Now, some dogs will get this concept naturally, while others may take a little extra effort. In either case, the process will be the same. First, we want to place the food in our hand and secure it with our thumb. This will create a valley that is easy for our dogs to place their muzzle into in order to get access to the reward. But what if your dog is biting at your hand to get the food? If that's the case, here's a quick little trick. The process is simple. First, hold the food in your fist. If your dog tries biting at the food, then the hand stays closed. Once your dog is being gentle, then slowly start to open your hand. Instantly close it again if he starts to bite too hard. Repeat this until your dog knows that they need to take the food nicely. The idea is basic cause and effect, and it works beautifully. Now that our dogs know how to get the food from our hands, we're going to ask them to work for it. We'll start with the easy tasks and we'll gradually make it more challenging. Start by slowly moving your hand away from your dog. When your dog starts to follow it, mark with your second marker and then release the reward. The idea is to teach the dog that if they follow our hands, they'll receive a reward. We're going to use this to teach multiple behaviors, one of which will be to go to the BrilliantPad. When you're working on this stage, don't worry about naming the command until you know you can get your dog to do the behavior every single time with the physical cue. Just like with our marker training, the engagement training, this step is all about our communication channels and not about the commands yet. You want to continue this step up until the point where you can lure your dog into any desired position. Most dogs can learn this training step within 1 to 3 days.
Very nice. Free. Very good. Way to go. Way to go, my little man. Free. Nice job, Bandit. Free. Very good. Free. Very nice. Free. Good job. Free. Very good. Free. Very good. Nice. Free. Good. Free. Good. Free. Very good. Free. Very nice. I like your little jumpies, buddy. Come on. Whoop. Whoop. Free. Excellent. Free. Good. Free. Very good. You're natural, buddy. Free. Good. Come on. Free. Good job. Free. Let's throw a sit in there for fun. Free. And right back on the climb. Free. Good. Let's see if we can do it down on here. Free. Good boy. Let's go right back down. Free. Good. And let's come back up into the sit. Free. Good job.
Dogs have what's known as a classical opposition reflex. This means when we put a leash on our dogs, they instinctively pull against it. With leash pressure training, we'll show our dogs that if they follow the leash instead of resisting it, good things will happen. Once we have our dogs trained on the leash cue, many new doors open up in our training. We can use it to help teach commands, reinforce expectations, create invisible boundaries, and aid us in teaching the stay command. First, we'll apply slight pressure from the leash directly in front of the dog. After the pressure has been applied, we'll use our food lure to guide our dogs to get them to walk forward. Once our dog walks forward in the direction of the leash, we will release the pressure, mark the behavior, and then deliver the reward. We'll do this for any behavior we would like the dog to perform with the leash. For example, if we want to use the leash cue to get our dogs into the down position, we'll first apply the pressure. Then once the dog feels the pressure, we'll lure our dogs into the down position with a piece of food. Once the dog is in the down position, we'll turn off the pressure, mark and reward. Just like with luring, if done correctly, most dogs can learn this training step within 1 to 3 days.
Free. Good boy. Free. Good. good. Free. Nice job. Free. Good. Free. Good. Free. Good boy. Very good. Free. Nice. Free. Good. Did you get a piece? There you go. Free. Good. Switch hands. Free. Very nice. That one you didn't need the food. Free. Very good. You're a smart little guy. Free. Very nice. This is literally the first time him doing leash pressure training, and he's almost already got it. One of the pros of having a very smart breed. Free. Very good. Free. Nice work. Free. Very good. You're so smart. Free. Very nice. So you can see he's going with the pressure, and that's what we want. You need a little help there. Free. Good. Free. Notice how I turn off the pressure once he complies. Free. Very nice. Free. Good. Free. Good boy. Free. Very good. Free. Very nice. Free. Good. So we use the food to help him figure out what we want. Free. Good job. Oh, now you're just figuring out the pattern, huh? Free. Good. Come on. Free. Excellent. Free. Good. Free. Very good. Oh, free. Good job, buddy. Free. Good. Free. Good. Now you're seeing he's resisting less and less. Free. And he's following the leash. Free. Good. Let's do another one of these. Oh, you need help. Free. Good boy. Let's get another one in there. Free.
Before moving forward, I want to mention a quick little trick that will help dogs become more comfortable with the BrilliantPad. Simply by placing the BrilliantPad in a location that the dog normally walks through, for example, placing it at the bottom of the stairs or in a doorway, by doing this, we can increase the dog's confidence and reduce the possibility of the dog having any fear issues in the future. Now that we've developed our communication channels, we'll start teaching our dogs the verbal commands. In this next section of the video, I'll demonstrate how to teach the climb command, also known as the place command, the off command, and the go potty command. For this training, I like to use an elevated climb bed, one that's large enough to place over the BrilliantPad. This will allow us to gradually introduce our dogs to the BrilliantPad as a part of the training, which will also help prevent any fear issues. We'll be using our markers, luring, and leash pressure for this exercise. We want to teach our dogs how to go to the climb bed with both luring as well as leash pressure. Once your dog is confidently jumping up on the bed when you present the physical cue, we'll start to introduce the command. While doing this exercise, we'll slowly start to move the BrilliantPad out from underneath the bed, or you can slide the bed away from the BrilliantPad, revealing it a little bit more during each session. We'll also use the BrilliantPad as a stepping platform for the climb bed. Keep in mind, if we want the dog to learn the command, it's essential to make sure that the command precedes the physical cue by about a half second or so. It must be predictable to the dog. Think of it as questions and answers. The question is the command, the answer is the physical cue. So the process becomes command, motivate, mark, and reward, in that order. First, we say the command, the question. Then we present the physical cue. That would be our luring or leash pressure, which is the answer. Once the dog completes the behavior, you'll mark and then you'll reward. You'll continue to use the physical cue, meaning you're going to continue to give your dog the right answer up until the point where the dog gives you the answer before you provide it for them. Now, some dogs can learn the verbal command within a week or so, while others may take a month or more. Since we can get our dogs to perform every task with a physical cue, we can move forward with the training, even if our dog doesn't know the verbal command yet.
Off. Free. Very good. Climb. Free. Very good. You're so smart. Off. Free. Very nice. Climb. Free. Very good. Very good. Off. Free. Very nice. Climb. Free. Very good. You're so good. Off. Free. Very good. Climb. You were ready to do it, weren't you? Off. Free. Good. And it'll be the same with the other commands as well. Down. Free. Good. Climb. Free. Very nice. Sit. Free. Very good. Down. Free. Excellent. Off. Free. Good job. Climb. Free. Very good. Off. Free. Come on, buddy. Free. Very nice. Climb. Free. Good. Off. Free. Climb. Free. Very nice. Off. Free. Good. Climb. Free. Good. Off. Free. Very nice. Climb. Free. Good boy. Climb. Free. Good boy. Off. Free. Very good. Climb. Come on, buddy. Free. Very nice. Climb. Free. Very good. Off. Free. Very nice. Climb. Free. Good. Off. Free. Good. Climb. Free. Very nice.
Now we want to teach our dogs the climb stay. First, start by giving your dog the climb command. When your dog breaks the position, you will calmly say wrong. This is going to be the marker that predicts negative reinforcement. That's our leash pressure. Then you're going to casually walk to the dog, grab the leash, and then use the leash cue to place the dog back into the position that was just broken. Once your dog is back on the bed, you'll praise and pet your dog. Petting is optional, but don't give your dog a treat right away. The reason for this is that some dogs will break the position on purpose so they can get the reward when placed back on the stay position. I usually like to wait around maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds or so before I mark and reward. By waiting those 5 to 10 seconds, we're paying the dog for duration and not for breaking the position. You must say wrong or whichever word you choose within the first second that your dog breaks the position. And you only say wrong once for each offense. Even if it takes you a few minutes to get your dog back to the position that they just broke. And you're going to continue to do this step up until the point where your dog either stops moving or goes back into the position that they just broke on their own after you say wrong. This will prove to us that the dog knows what's expected and your dog knows how to turn off pressure by complying.
Climb. Yes. So now this time I said yes, so now he has to stay there. Yes. I'm gonna let him know he's doing a good job by paying him. Yes. Very good, building distance. Yes. If he breaks, I'm gonna say wrong and I'm gonna bring him right back to the bed. Wrong. Calmly grab the leash. Calmly guide him back. Good boy. Fix that leash, you got it on your head. Nice work. Yes, and I don't spend too much time on stays, meaning when I'm working a stay session. Yes, you don't wanna spend too long on it because puppies have short attention spans. As they get better, yes, we can increase the duration of the stay. Yes, very nice. Oh, you made a mistake, so I'm not gonna say wrong for that. Wrong, but I will say wrong for that one. Come on, good. Wrong, verbal praise when I put them back on. Good boy, but not a reward right away. Yes, excellent. Yes, very good. Oh, I'll count that as a mistake too. You look like you fell. Watch the edge. Yes, good. Wrong. So now we say wrong, we grab the leash and use that leash pressure. Wrong, and this is normal. All your dogs are gonna do this. They're gonna jump off the first few times. If they resist, we just keep the pressure. It's very light too. You shouldn't have to pull very hard. Yes, I made some noise so he'd look at me. Wrong. Good. Yes. Wrong. Also notice how I say the markers and the commands always with the same tone, same rise and inflection of my voice. Yes. Try to avoid using a deep voice when you're training your dogs. Don't do this. Yes. It sounds like a growl. We want to have it nice, high pitch, happy sounds. Yes. We're going to build a little bit more distance. And this is this dog's very first time. Yes. Wrong. A wrong can override a yes. This is his very first time doing a stay. So he's resisting, so I got light pressure, very light, not hard. If you've done the leash pressure training correctly, he'll know to jump back up on the climb. Make him hold it for a second, yes. Then we come back and we reward. Yes, excellent. Notice I say yes too before I start walking back towards him. It's separated. I say yes, then I walk towards him. Another common mistake people do is they'll go, yes. That's not a marker. Get your butt up there, buddy. We're marking a moment. Yes. Then we're walking back and delivering the reward. Think of it like changing lanes. You signal first, then you do the change. Yes. Very good. So this was a good stay session. And now we're going to release them. When we first release our dogs from a stay, when we're working on a stay, we want to release them when we're close enough to touch them. This is for habit. If we release them from a distance, they'll anticipate that. So when we first start teaching a stay for the first 2 weeks minimum, don't release your pup unless you can touch them. Free. And I'm going to use a terminal marker and give them a reward and some praise. Good boy.
Quick side note, when teaching stay, we do not say stay. The stay is implied when you put your dog onto a commanded position. However, some people feel more comfortable saying the word stay. If that's the case with you, feel free to use the word as it won't negatively impact the training. When we place a dog into the stay command, we have 3 ways of releasing them from that stay. 1, we can use a release word. For my dogs, that word is break. That's very easy to teach. You say the word and then you get really excited and you squat down, encouraging your dog to come to you. We can use our second marker, which predicts release and reward. For my dogs, that word is free. Lastly, we can give our dogs a new command such as come or heel. Most dogs will start to understand the stay command within a few days, but it can take several weeks or more to get the stay to become completely reliable. Just be patient and continue to work with your dog or puppy each day.
Climb. Yes. Yes. Wrong. Come on, bud. Good. Wrong. Good. That's what I like. Yes. 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 Wrong. Good boy. Yes. Yes. Very good. Wrong. Good. Wrong. Good. Yes. Yes. Very nice, buddy. Very good. Yes. Free. Good job.
Now we're going to introduce our dogs to the go potty command. The nice thing about dogs is that they are great at pattern recognition, which we'll use to help us with the training process. In the morning, when you know your dog has to go to the bathroom, take your dog to the location that they usually go and tell them to go potty. The only difference is that the BrilliantPad will be placed in your dog's favorite potty location. If your dog already goes on a potty pad, be sure to place the potty pad on the BrilliantPad, then over time fold it in half, then fold it again, and finally remove it so your dog is only using the BrilliantPad. If your dog currently goes potty outside, place the pad in your dog's favorite potty location outside. And if your dog is comfortable being held, I would suggest carrying your dog to the BrilliantPad, then say go potty, followed by placing your dog on the pad. If your dog would prefer to walk on a leash, then walk your dog to the location, say go potty, then use one of the physical cues that we've established earlier to direct your dog onto the BrilliantPad. Most dogs will go potty right away, since they have to go. If they don't, simply keep them on the platform using the stay training until the dog goes potty. Once the dog goes potty, praise and reward them. Then do something that the dog enjoys. This will show the dog that the faster they go potty, the faster they get to do something enjoyable. It could be something like a walk, a few minutes of training, tug play, or just letting them sniff the yard, as long as they enjoy the activity. The one exception is going to be for puppies that are still being crate trained and are going potty in the middle of the night. So if you have to get up at night to take your puppy out to go potty, instead of allowing them to play afterwards, simply give them a treat or maybe let them sniff around for a bit. I would advise against playing with the puppy in the middle of the night because it could make it harder for them to fall back to sleep. However, during the day, you're going to follow the same process as everyone else. If your dog or puppy happens to make a mistake, calmly say wrong, and then use the leash cue to guide them on the BrilliantPad. As mentioned earlier, this will teach the dog to stop what they're doing, which in this case is relieving themselves in the wrong spot. And by taking them to the BrilliantPad, it's giving them the correct answer. In a sense, we're saying, don't do this, but do this instead. In addition, you have to say wrong while the dog is in the act. If you see the mess, but you didn't see your dog make the mess, then your only option is to clean it up. If you're starting with the BrilliantPad outside, each potty break, move it closer and closer to the final desired location. In addition, be sure to bring it inside after each use to avoid any possible weather damage. Continue to help your dog each day until your dog starts to use the BrilliantPad on their own. A simple trick to help speed up the training process is to use a puppy playpen, and this goes for the older dogs as well. Since dogs don't like to relieve themselves where they eat or where they sleep, this process uses those instincts to effectively and quickly teach our dogs to use the BrilliantPad. When setting up the playpen, we're going to break it down into 3 sections. A section where they sleep, a section where they eat, and a section where they're going to go to the bathroom. The first section will be the dog's bed or perhaps a crate with a bed inside of it. The second section will be where you're going to feed your dog. If you're still training and using mealtime for training, as I do, just be sure to give them a little bit of food in that location. The last section is going to have the BrilliantPad. One final note, if your dog seems to be going back in training, then simply go back a step or 2 in the training process. Revisiting the early steps will often help our dogs get right back on track. If you follow this step-by-step process, you'll be able to quickly and effectively teach your dog or puppy to use the BrilliantPad. And if you would like a BrilliantPad of your own for you and your pup, just click on the link that I've provided in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see everyone in next week's video.